career like? Were you good at it right off the bat, or?
First time I went down, my father took me to Yuck Yuck's Comedy Club in Toronto, and it was 2 lanes of a bowling alley, and they had an elaborate sound system set up where they could shift the lights, and they'd start playing little snippets of Jesus Christ Superstar, and then crucify him, crucify him, crucify him, like that kind of stuff.
It's a good prelude to comedy.
Oh yeah, yeah, it gets you ready, gets you ready. And I went up there with a polyester suit on and started doing tributes to people, you know, and I soon found, you know, felt the sting, the comedy scorpion sting, and I didn't go back for 2 years. That was when I was 15. I was working in factories and stuff, and I went back 2 years later. I got my guts up again and went back, and it was a whole different story. That seems to be the way it happens for me, constantly. I blow it the first time, and then I come back strong, you know? It's always been that way for me.
What do you like if you bomb? Let's say it's a bad set on a given night, and it just doesn't work, and the audience isn't reacting. What do you like?
If I bomb like nobody bombs on Earth. I take it out. I mean, I've had nights at the Comedy Store where I just you know, had the wrong attitude going in, and you know, the audience picks up on it right away, and then it gets to the point where it's you know, I'm saying, you don't understand, this means nothing to me. I'm not going to leave here until everyone in the room is emotionally crippled by this experience, you know, and that kind of thing. And I've crawled into the piano a couple of nights and stayed there for everyone else's act. Or I remember one night staying on for 45 minutes and then getting off to applause and standing O's, just get off! I guess because I was just in one of my creative moods where, you know, I'll just throw my act out and get up there and go, yeah! You know, and just try to come up with some weirdness.
Ever get to a point where you really don't care, and so then you can take every chance in the world, or is that always just a way to cover up how much you do care? I can see I've struck a nerve. This
Yeah.
deeply penetrating question.
Yeah. No, no, some nights I really don't care, and then, and then it'll switch. I mean, I think I don't care at the beginning, and at the end, I'll go home, you know, blubbering in the car, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm married.
That was 1991. Carrey was married then to actress Melissa Womer. They divorced in 1995 after 8 years of marriage. The following year, Carrey married actress Lauren Holly. Carrey and Holly had met while co-starring in Dumb and Dumber in 1994. A few days after the movie came out, NBC's Matt Lauer spoke with Holly on Today.
You played the love interest between both Carrey and Daniels. And in this scene, one has traveled an awfully long distance to see you.
Yes, all the way from Rhode Island to Colorado, and he wants to know if there's a chance that we might be together, and he has no idea that I'm married.
Organ music, please.
What do you think the chances are of a guy like you and a girl like me ending up together?
Not good.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of a million.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah! The man is an optimist, which leads me into an interesting line of questioning. Ms. Holly, there were, as you know, a lot of reports during the filming of this movie that there was a romantic connection between you and Jim Carrey. Did it make it difficult to do the job day in, day out with all the rumors swirling around?
No. I think more fun, and maybe if we had that same little scene in real life, I gave him a bit of a different answer. Maybe
What was the answer?
There was a bit of a chance there, you know? But no, it didn't make it difficult at all. It's really fun.
I like you, Mary. I like you a lot.
Holly says the magic happened.
When he had the snot coming out of his nose on the mini bike, I think I looked at him and thought, that's the man for me.
True love. Holly and Carrey became a Hollywood couple. They married in 1996, driving up the Pacific Coast Highway with a minister until they found a suitable spot to exchange vows. Here's Holly the following year on Today.
The most special thing is that we support each other, and he's the person that can always make me feel better.
This will be your first Valentine's together as man and wife?
Yeah, and Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday, so it'll be special.
That was February 1997. The following month, Jim Carrey was Matt Lauer's guest on Today.
You've been married how long now?
Oh, geez, 8 months.
8 months. Lauren told one of our interviewers recently that she has one major rule at home.
And I'm a total stud.
Yeah, she mentioned the stud part. She also said she will not allow you to make funny faces at home.
She gets scared. Honest to God. I guess it's the level of commitment or something. Maybe it's not the face itself as much as the level of commitment. She gets frightened.
So you can't do the Carrey mask face, that sort of thing?
No, well, you know, like one in particular where I do Jack Nicholson, you know, and I get this real sick look in my eyes.
Like what?
It's like, how you doing? You know, she doesn't like this guy. She doesn't want him around because she knows he's not going to help, you know? He's just going to sit there like a lump and consume, you know? No, it's just there's something in the eyes that she doesn't like.
I can't imagine what.
It's a strange thing, and Lauren has never seen my stand-up or any of that part of my life. She doesn't know that part of me. She knows me at home, which, you know, can get insane sometimes, but...
Is there anything about marriage you're not used to yet?
Well, I think every once in a while, I wake up and I have the, you know, put the Gypsy Kings on and go, "Honey, hi, you know, I'm a man. I cannot be caged. You know, every once in a while that happens, and that.
You lock yourself in a room?
And then we sit down and we talk, and it's wonderful and beautiful. So, it's a good life.
A good life, not always an easy life. Jim Carrey and Lauren Holly divorced a few months later. Still to come, Jim Carrey talks about being a Riddler, a pet detective, a cable guy, a liar, and a star. Jim Carrey got his start in show business in the early 80s as an impressionist. Years later, after making it in stand-up comedy, TV, and films, he was cast as the Riddler in Batman Forever. It was only fitting. In Batman, the TV series, the Riddler was also played by an impressionist, Frank Gorshin. In 1995, Carrey made the role his own.
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black bat?
New faces and two faces heat up Gotham City this week as Val Kilmer takes the bat cape from Michael Keaton and joins Nicole Kidman, Chris O'Donnell, Tommy Lee Jones, and Jim Carrey.
Perfect casting.
In the third and most expensive adventure yet of The Dark Knight, Batman Forever.
Your entrance was good. His was better.
There's a lot of humor. They're called comic books. Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones are dazzling villains.
I will help you solve the greatest riddle of all. Who is Batman?
With Batman Forever's price tag of over $80 million, Warner Brothers has plenty riding on what it considers to be its biggest movie franchise. Their best insurance this time around may well be the red-hot Jim Carrey, in a role that almost went to Robin Williams.
The Riddler.
Well, I just went to hell and brought him back.
Like the jacket? It keeps me safe when I'm jogging at night.
I think everything is a cartoon character in some aspect. You know, especially, you know, movies in general. They're always more defined characters than normal life.
Batman Forever came out in June 1995. That November, Carrey offered a sequel to his first big hit, Ace Ventura. Again, it was not a critical favorite, but it sold plenty of tickets.
We did not know about disease until the white man came. I am fighting something.
Comedy's biggest audience grabber gets back in step with his animal instincts as Jim Carrey stars in Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
It's happening, it's happening.
This time, the pet detective is in pursuit of a stolen tribal symbol deep in Africa, a setting that was Carrey's idea.
He came off a little Bondian in the first movie. I wanted to go international with it.
Really?
Though Ace Ventura's makers stayed close to home by letting Texas stand in for Africa, Jim Carrey's action-heavy load was still no day at the beach.
It was tiring. simply because there was so much physical stuff to do in this movie. It was literally every day. It was like, what am I doing today? Oh, you're just slamming into a rock.
Ace Ventura may be unflappable, but is Carrey feeling the pressure to deliver with his first sequel?
No, I know I'm in a tank someday soon.
That was November 1995. 7 months later, Carrey did tank with a part intended for the late Chris Farley, the cable guy. The film flopped, breaking Carrey's string of hits.
Hey, maybe I'll take you up to the satellite sometime, show you how this whole thing works.
Sure. We should do that one day.
How about tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow's no good.
I crossed the line. Sorry.
How different is this guy from the characters that have made you so popular? Is it a subtle difference or is it a dramatic difference?
I think the difference is, I mean, I'm still putting a character out there that I'll probably get, you know, my butt kicked in the press for, because he's out there. He's a different kind of character. It's not just passing gear the whole time, whereas Ace is pretty two-dimensional. You know, Ace doesn't just walk across the room. He makes a game of it in his own head. He's the spy walking across the room. He's not just walking across a room. He's got that childlike fascination with the lemon. Oh, it's a piece of lemon. Never seen one of these before.
Do I have something in my teeth?
Let's talk about the money.
All right.
Okay.
Need some?
Can you lend me about $20 million?
All right.
You're making $20 million for this.
Uh-huh.
Are you worth it?
Jeez. Is anybody worth it?
Well, that's a good follow-up question.
It's all relative, you know? I mean, if the movie goes on and makes, which a lot of the movies do these days with foreign markets and such, they make $500 million, you know? I guess, you know, if that happens, I am.
So you think they're off base when they say that you could damage the industry? Again, they're pinning it on you. They're kind of shooting the messenger. But do you not think that paying an actor that kind of money for a movie might have some problems down the road?
Well, the fact is it's capitalism, man, and if they want me to do the movie, they're going to have to put out whatever they think they need to put out to get me to do the movie, and that's just business, you know. So I didn't negotiate it.
Because of the attention, though, that's been paid to it, and the fact that the movie costs 40, you're getting 20. How much of a risk is there attached to you, personally, if it doesn't do big box office?
Well, it's all relative, man. I could do this for $10,000, you know, but I'm not going to. But I could, you know what I mean? I mean, I could have gigged in the clubs for the rest of my life and made a good living, you know? And so that's all I really wanted to ever do, is just keep working at what I love to do.
Yeah.
The money just comes with that. The money is a symptom of that. So I'll take it.
He took it all right. When we come back, Jim Carrey back in winning form in 1997. Liar, Liar, when Time and Again continues.